This episode of Run It Back Philly is brought to you by Factor Meals. Fresh cooked meals at your doorstep for as little as $11 a meal. That's cheaper than pulling up to the McDonald's drive-thru, baby. Go to factormeals.com/runitback50. Use the promo code runitback50 for 50% off your first box.
Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Run It Back Nation, what is good? It is your boy DJ for Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. And by the way, what should I put right here? I need to put something right there. Tell me in the comments what I should put right there. Whatever you guys say the most of is what's going right there. All right. I pose a question today because myself and RB were on stream last week, and we were talking about people saying that Paul Reed is a power forward. And we were saying that Paul Reed can't play power forward because he can't shoot. But then my dude Sean Bernard posted the stats of Paul Reed's three-point percentages in college, in the G League, and in the NBA. And they are drastically different. In 3 years at DePaul University, Bball-Paul shot 20%, 3 for 14. The next season he shot 40%, 15 for 37. The next year he shot 30%, 16 for 52. Now those are very different percentages kind of each year, so that's pretty inconsistent. But that one season he did shoot 40% from three on 37 attempts. And 37 attempts in a whole season, let's be honest, is not a lot at all. But, you know, we're just trying to gauge like whether or not there's potential here for him to maybe one day be a good three-point shooter and play the power forward. In the G League, he shot 44% his first year, 24 of 54. And the next season he shot 42.5% at 17 for 40. So both seasons in the G League, again, not a crazy amount of attempts across a whole season, but both seasons in the G League, he shot well over 40% from three-point range, and he won G League MVP. And I'm sure his ability to shoot from three-point range had something to do with that. In the NBA, on just 20 attempts in his NBA career so far, Paul Reed shot 15% from three. Now, I pose the question, is there potential for Paul Reed to be a three-point shooter, but he just has not been given the opportunities yet? Basically, is it Doc Rivers' fault? I feel like if you saw the potential for him to be a three-point shooter and stretch the floor and be a stretch four, you would have had him in practice, getting up three-point shots, and you would have been encouraging him to shoot the ball when he's on the floor. So the 10 or so minutes he got in NBA games, you would have been encouraging him to stretch the floor, be in the corner, and shoot the ball when you catch it. But as with basically all young players that played under Doc Rivers, there was no confidence instilled, and they looked scared and timid because of the fear of making mistakes, the fear of being benched for making mistakes. Paul Reed has even tweeted literally saying, you know, somebody told him to do something in a game, shoot more threes or something, and he said, yeah, right, I'm not losing my playing time. So I'm just posing the question. Do you think Paul Reed has not shot the ball well in the NBA because he hasn't been given the opportunity and he was not encouraged to shoot the ball? I really believe, after looking at these stats, and look, his jump shot form is horrendous, but there's definitely players that have horrendous jump shot forms that end up shooting the ball at a decent percentage. I believe that under Nick Nurse, somebody who we already see is a million times more focused on the fine details. I mean, he elected to coach the Summer League team. He's already talked about Terquavian Smith and Jaden Springer and these guys and what they can do and what they can't do. And Jaden Springer already talked about how he's stopping them in the middle of the drills to work on certain things. I really believe that somebody like Nick Nurse, who's going to pay attention to the fine details with these young guys, can get a decent three-point percentage out of Paul Reed. And ladies and gentlemen, if Paul Reed, the engine that never stops, develops a decent three-point shot, then the answer is yes. He can play power forward in the NBA. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments and hit the like button. And have a good day. Peace.